Okay, this time we're going to talk about reading and writing to a file. So I've just created a file right here in PyCharm, and it's called read write file. So the next step is we need to actually create a file to read from. And we want just a straight text file, .txt. So on a Mac to do that, we come to the Launchpad, and I don't know where it is, but we're going to just type in text edit, and here's text edit. Now, when we start off, by default, when I start off here, this is called a rich text file. And we don't want that. We just want plain old text. So we're going to just come up here and go to the preferences, and we're going to change a few things. We're going to take this and just make it a plain text. And I'm going to change the font as well to just something like Arial, which is kind of universal Arial. And let's make it 14 so you can actually read it. And so we'll do that. And now we don't want it to check spelling. We don't need a ruler. We don't want smart copy and paste. Text replacement. So under Open and Save tab, we don't want it to be an HTML. We want it to add the .txt and opening file. That's all good. So we can close this now. Now when I say File New, you'll notice that I have kind of a condensed version. So none of the fancy stuff is here. So that makes our lives a lot easier. So I've actually pre-made my text file, and it's pretty intense, and it's called test. And it has Eric, who plays basketball, Michael, who plays hockey, Travis, who plays volleyball, Seth, who plays ultimate frisbee, Kale, who's on the swim team, and Devin, who plays rugby. So that's just our little sports text file. So I'm going to close this. And now the next part is, when I go to PyCharm, I need to know where this file is saved. So if we do save as, right now all of this is kind of a difficult place to find. Users, admin, and then PyCharm projects, and then the name of the file. Because the text file we've created has got to go to the same place. So let's go find it. So I'm going to just minimize this again. I'm going to go to Finder. And here's my Finder window. But here's my problem. In my Finder window, I can't actually get to the root of the user. So we're going to make a change in our preferences. So under Finder Preferences, what we need to do is we need to add this little tab right here that says Admin. And now you'll notice when I open this up, I can see Admin. And that's what I do. Okay, so we'll close this for a second and let's move our file. So when I created the file, it's in Documents, and it's called test. So there it is right there. So I'm going to just copy that, Command C. I'm going to come back to admin, and then PyCharm projects. And remember I said it was called read write files. So I'm going to go right in here, and now I'm going to paste that, whoops, right in that folder. And there it is. And you'll now see in PyCharm that test file has shown up. And now I will show you how to access that. Okay, as we said, we've created a file in Python called read write file. And so we also, if you look in our project, we also have test.txt right here. And let's just check the file. So we have some great times of our file, and it's people's sports they love. Okay, so let's go back here to the Python file, and let's see if we can start working with that. So let's do sports underscore file as our variable, and then we'll say open. And we want to open our file that we've created, test, sorry, test.text. And then we want to talk about how we want to interact with it. So to be honest, the first thing we want to do is we want to read it. So in brackets R, and then now every time you create a open, you should also at the same time create a close. So sometimes if your file does not get closed when you're writing to it, you will find it becomes corrupt. So there's sports file, closed. Okay, so we have an open and we have a closed. And then we just want to check and to see actually if we can read to it, or read it. So we'll say print, and then we'll do sports file. And then we just want to check if it's readable. So we'll say dot readable. So all this is going to do is return a Boolean value of whether the file is true, false, whether we can read to it. So let's just come down here and we'll run this. And it says, hey, true, you can actually write to it. Now let's change this for a second. And let's change it to W for write. So we're going to write to the file. And here we go, we'll test it, and it says false. No, you can't read it because it's only writable. It's not readable and writable. Now, there's a bunch of different things we could do. We could do read and the plus sign, which means we can read and write. So let's run that. And again, it's true because we can read to it. We can also write to it, but we could change this point to writable. Can we write to it? Okay, so let's check that. And again, it's true because we've said R+, so it's readable and writable. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is, let's see what's actually in there. Sorry, let's just change this back to R. Let's see what's in that file. So let's just do read. And let's look at it. So let's try running that again. Here we go. And you'll see now it's just read and printed out exactly what's in the file. Pretty helpful. Now, what else can we do? What if we want to read just one line? So instead of read, we'll say read line. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, and that's going to read the very first line. Now, interestingly, if I run it again, or if I want to put this in more than once, so just copy and paste this, and let's run it again, and we're going to see the first two lines, and so on and so on. Now, what if we want to, instead of reading just one line, what if we want to say, instead of read line, let's go ahead and change this to read lines, and then let's give it an index number of 2. And then let's run this. And Travis. Now Travis is at 3, but remember the crazy Python idea that the first one in the list is always 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that makes sense. So we can control, we can read what lines we want to do. Okay, now let's, what if we want to write something to this? So instead of reading, just reading to it, we want to add on to the end, and that's called append. So instead of R or W or R+, we're going to change this to A, which means append, add on to the end. And then here, we're going to say, okay, let's take sports file, and then we're going to type in dot write, and then we're going to tell it, of course, what we want to write. And so in quotes, Billy and golf. Okay, so let's try running that one. So let's just clear this off and run it. It doesn't output it because we don't have a print statement, but let's just go look. Bummer. So look in here, we've got a problem because it's added Billy, golf, which we wanted, but it's added it right onto the word rugby with nothing in between. So let's just cut that out of there for a second. Okay, and let's come back here. And then let's add what they call an escape character. So we're going to just do /n. Okay, now let's run this again. And now let's come look, and it's pushed Billy down to the next line. Super helpful, right? Okay, so here is our test file. Now, couple of problems. We're going to come in here and we're going to change this to right. And change that to right with a W. And you're going to be pretty sad what happens, but here we go. So we're going to clear this, we're going to run it. Now we're going to go look at our test. And it has deleted everything and just given us Billy Golf. So it started a new file, really. So it's overwritten everything in there, which is pretty helpful. But if you want to add on to it or write to a specific line, you can say write line and tell it what line to write in. And again, this is one of those things that you're going to do some exploration on. Okay, let me show you one more super cool thing, and it's kind of ahead of where we're at. But what if we want to, well, if we put in test 2 here, and instead of Billy Golf, we can say Tommy. I'm running out of sports off the top of my head. I don't know if I've done baseball. Okay, baseball, and now let's clear this and run it. And cool, you'll see right here that it's actually now created a second file. And let's open that one, and Tommy Baseball, and Billy Golf. And so cool, super cool, we can write to things. Now here's one of the things that's really neat. In a while we're going to talk about HTML, but what if we write in index, because index is always the first index.html. And so we're going to create a web page, and in here we can actually put in some of the HTML code. And now you haven't learned this, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping ahead. So HTML always is open. They have open and close brackets. So open HTML file, and we'll just go with a couple basic codes. Body code is where you write, and we'll write this is a super cool web page, ? Because who thinks it's really cool? And then here we're going to put in another body code, and when you close a body code, you have the / and then the word body, and then we got to do the same thing with HTML, and that just tells the browser that this is an HTML page, and we're going to write to it, and we're going to close the file. We should have changed our variable, but that's okay. So let's run it. And now we have this new page up here, and if we go look at it, it actually has a super cool web page, and I could just click on this and show it to you as a web page, but whatever. Okay, so that's it for reading and writing of files. Now, I want you to go in again and reproduce what I've done here, screen capture. And then, again, I want you to experiment. I want you to show me how you can write one line of code into your file. So that's going to be something like write lines, line, or lines. I want you to try the append. So you're going to come up with 5 different examples of you exploring the different functions that are available inside of text writing. So this is super useful. I think you're going to have a good time with this. Good luck. And if you want to try opening your web page after you've written it, if you know a little bit of HTML code, try one of those because it's super cool. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon.